on my screen? Really? Come on, man. Ah, oh, dang, dude. But yes, it is a snow day here in Colorado, and it's affecting us everywhere because usually I get to say to the Cherry Creek people, man, y'all weak sauce, man. Your schools aren't open. Our schools are open. I really don't know if our schools will be open tomorrow. We got lucky that the snow day was today. It's Thursday, but it looks like they're going to be closed for tomorrow as well. At least the schools are. Does that affect us? Now, I shouldn't even know about this, but because they never wrote me an email. Let me check. Email anywhere? Email? Nope. No email from them. But I have a teacher friend in the school district who said, well, we received an email and it said no sports are going on either after school. And I was like, oh man. But does that mean that like they just didn't tell me because we're still going? Because I mean, I'm a paying customer. Shouldn't I know before the person who's just being paid and taking money from the school district? But no, I don't know what that will be like. But we'll find out, and I'll email everybody if it happens to be canceled. But that's only when I find that out. But secondly, stop the snow. We are also, I might as well just bring it up, I suppose. All right. We also got LimitlessHoops.com. There's a little slight snag in that right now because we are officially changing over to Jamball.com, and I chose today because I figure it's like, out of all days, we might as well make it the hardest day to possibly do. I mean, come on. It's a snow day. People are in. They're going to be on the website. They're already confused because there's all snow outside and they can't go anywhere. Now they can be confused online as well. That's what I figured. So if you go to Limitless Hoops, it says nothing right now. But that was just in my script to say, I think I just fixed it, honestly, 3 seconds before the show started. All right, we're going to see what happens if I go to limitlesshoops.com. What will happen now? I don't know. I guess you guys can watch with me, I suppose. All right. It says nothing so far. Okay, come on. How about if I go like this and I type in just limitlesshoops.com? Let me see. Oh, man. All right, so limitlesshoops.com. Like that. Will anything come up? So yeah, that did come up. Oh, nice, but it switches you to jamball.com. So that's where we officially are right now. So hopefully everything should be working. I believe it should be working if you go to limitlesshoops.com. But can you just go to any site on limitlesshoops.com? Let me check like a random page. All right, what happens if I go to like that page? Where will it take me for that? If I just type in a random page, this is our fan pass entry page. And it's taking its time. I'm thinking that it has to go through all the interwebs. Anyways, it should bring you to the main page though. I think I just fixed it. But so heads up for any kind of confusion that might lead you elsewhere. I will get the whole site updated and everything like that, but I think it's pretty decent right now. All right, but if you have any trouble with that, just go to jamball.com, and now that's our website, and you can go through all the pages like that, resave them in your phone, and we're doing that because we are combining with the league. So that one didn't work. That one didn't work at all. All right, but again, it'll slowly figure itself out. I'll figure it out. We'll be cool on this side. So eventually, you can just go to jamball.com and it should all work. All right. So anyways, moving on. What else do we have here? That was that. And we also have our tournament this weekend. All right. For our tournament this weekend, our tournament games, they're on the website. Oh, crap. I'm already messing up. No. But the website should work. Just go to jamball.com. And all our tournament games should be on there. In the schedule section, everyone should be playing. Everybody should be playing this weekend. So make sure you guys sign up for all the games, especially if they're local games, because you don't get that many local games, okay? All right. We check that. Is this updated? No. I'm screwing up all over the place. Oh, that's what I was talking about. So the technical difficulties might be happening on the website. Just heads up for that. And then we got a snow day today, but we're going to find out about that tomorrow. Then we got the Limitless Hoops change, and then we have Houston coming up here as well. For the Houston kids, I'm now trying to like get them all in. We need to figure everything out by the 19th. All right, and today is the 14th. So we have 5 days to figure this stuff out, and I'm gonna send out messages to see who's staying with us in the Airbnb, who's not, who is getting in the rental car with us, who's not, who's going to the tournament, who's not. But I think that we're up to about 6 guys, which is awesome. All right, so we even have a sub coming in, and that's going to be great. So that's that information, and I believe that's it. All right, so let's move on. We got our quote of the day. What's up for the quote of the day? The quote of the day is, there's no substitute for guts. Do I believe in that quote? Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually, because being brave, having guts, like being like able to to be so audaciously brave. I think that's the word, right? Audaciously brave, like where you're just like in someone's face. You're like, I don't care if you're bigger than me. I don't care if you're smaller than me. I don't care what's going on. I'm going after you, right? There is no beating that. All right. If you have that, we can use you. We can use you for something. So and if you don't have that, you're a detriment somehow. So make sure that you have that, and that you never lose that. So have some guts. And in our program's history, I've always told the girls this more than the boys. Where the boys are, where the girls are smarter than the boys. And I'm always saying that stuff, right? And you guys hear me say it for the most part, on average. But the boys are braver than the girls, on average. We do have our scared boys and we do have our brave girls, but dude, it just sways toward the guy. So if you're a guy out there who happens to be one of the more scared ones, straighten up. If you're one of the girls that happens to be one of the regular, scared ones, straighten up as well. All right, there's no reason to be afraid, especially in a game. It's just a sport. Yeah, it might lead you to like getting cut one day, but nothing like too detrimental because you lose. It's nothing like too unless you bet like your entire family's fortune and you bet your mortgage on it or something like that. There's nothing that's bad's gonna happen to you just because you lose. So be braver than you've ever been. I know when I'm on the basketball court, you can't tell me nothing when I'm on the basketball court. I mean, I'm the most brave, toughest dude in the world. In real life, I'm not like that. If someone's like, I want to fight you, I'll be like, I don't want to fight you. I'll run from people, okay? In the game, though, I'm like, yo, man, you want to die tonight? Let's go then. And then they're like, oh, my goodness. And no one ever calls my bluff. I've been doing this for 30 years. No one's ever called my bluff. I'm always like, let's go do it. And they don't want to mess with me. And I can be brave. But I can also be scared. And I've been scared before, mostly in college, because I was afraid of getting pulled out the game. And because that was a detrimental thing to me. But even then, being scared did nothing for me. It only hurt me. If I were able to be brave, I would have received nothing but positivity from those moments, even if I failed. Seriously, I wish I could go back in time, and all those times that I was afraid during college, I wish I could have changed those things to being brave. So there you go. All right, moving on to our itinerary for the day. If we did this stuff today, that's a Thursday. We would be doing open gym with 2-on-2 diamond, 1-on-1 weak side pin down, and 5-on-5 cut and rope. We would also be doing the team training stuff, wall, floor tap dribbles, double team step through, play with key points, scale height, 4-9 seconds down by 3 free throws, and 5-on-5 winners run. You can do the wall, floor tap dribbles by yourself. It's a great workout for ball handling. Also make sure to do the double team step through, but that one's harder to do with more people. But if you do it in the games, if you're getting double teamed, it's a pump fake up high, and you have 6 different windows to pass the ball through. You can either pass it down the middle, where if their hands aren't there, you can go to the right side, up high, go to the right side, down low, go to the left side up high, or the left side down low. And unless you're super duper small, one of those 5 should be open. And if they're all closed, that means that they're spread out enough where you can pump fake up high and then step through with your foot first, and then you can have the lower middle. So those are the 6 different windows. Again, you have the top left, middle, top right, bottom left, middle, bottom right. All right, those are the 6 different windows. Be able to pass with your left hand and your right hand, and don't sell out one way or the other by stepping your foot across your body. You want to remain square toward them and just swing those bows. Throw them bows. All right. For scale and height, the scale is our play where we go out to the wing, where we do a flare cut to the wing for a 3-pointer, and then height is our wing cut to post. And we have both those options. And again, you want to play out of those options, try to figure stuff out rather than call a play and then do it. But these kind of things, can naturally happen in the games if you see those things. So if you see someone and you cut back door but they're smaller, stop and post them up at any point in time. All right. Anyone posting homework? Is anyone doing the homework out there? Anyone? We got it. Hello. I didn't come to the workout, but he did post the homework. All right, so we got who is that? The hello guy is Lincoln, right? All right, Lincoln did his homework. And we got Kieran and Declan. Was that up there for that day, or was that the day before? I think that was the day before. I don't think anyone's posting homework because even Lincoln must have been yesterday because it's snowing like crazy today. So yeah, that was 22 hours ago, and we have had a snowstorm. I give you guys that, but some of you guys have indoor gyms to go to. Maybe show up there because as a Coloradan, man, you got to figure it out. All right, we are behind the 8 ball because we have more snow than California does. All right, but they still managed to figure out how to become great basketball players in New York. So, and New York snows like way worse than it snows here. So get those indoor gyms, get passes, get some get some people that you know who have a backdoor key to a gym, okay, something like that. But figure out ways to get better and better and better. Someone asked online, did anyone get up to 1,000 shots today? And I was like, way to ask this question on a snow day, coach. Come on, dude. Because, yeah, some of you guys don't have access, don't have rides and things like that. But, again, figure it out. Figure it out as if your life depended on it. Figure it out. All right, let's check the story of the day. Watch it. Don't even think about the consequences of missing a big shot. But when you think about the consequences, you think of a negative result. Lessen your chance to make that shot. That's what I was just talking about. But yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because let's say that, I like to spin things around. That's my logic. And let's say that you wanted to do a task, any kind of task. Let's say like a lemonade stand, right? And you had to do the lemonade stand 1 month from now. Imagine if all you thought about was the lemonade stand. All you thought about it was the lemonade stand every single day, every single day, every single day. At some point in time, your mind would cross, oh yeah, I need this. Oh yeah, I need that. At some point in time, your mind would be so prepared that when the first person came up to you and asked you a question, you would be able to answer it faster because you've been thinking about it for so long, right? So by thinking about it all the time, it's much more likely that it's going to happen. Does that make sense? So that was thinking about something in the positive manner. But what if you started thinking about stuff in the negative? If all you thought about was this negative thing, this negative thing, this negative thing, this negative thing, your mind is just habitual. It's creating habits all the time. And when you think about it negatively, that will happen because your mind doesn't know the difference. So if your mind's like, miss the free throw, but you're really thinking, oh my God, I don't want to miss the free throw, but you're visualizing the ball missing. The mind will be like, he must want to miss this free throw because that's the visual on the board. I don't know. And that there's two ways to say it. You could say, don't miss the free throw, but not missing needs to visualize a miss. And you're like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. How about you tell me what I should do? Because especially when it's like a singular goal out there and there's probably like not that many ways to win compared to how many ways that there are to lose. So instead of saying all the negative things and all the ways that you don't want to lose, how about you say all the positive things and think of all the ways that you want to win? This is where we start talking about what do you love more, or what is higher for you? Your love for winning or your hatred for losing? And I think that people that say hatred for losing, that's like the same as Michael Jordan, but it's a very toxic trait because you're filling yourself with negative every single day. It's gonna beat you up, and when negativity comes out of you, of course it comes out of you, right? You're going to be negative to your friends, to your teammates, to your family, because that's what you were putting inside you. You were putting in negative. So whatever you put in, you're going to get out. So you might as well put in positive. All right? And even if you don't accomplish it, you might feel more dumb, I suppose, because you're like, I was just thinking positive thoughts and then I failed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, I suppose. But in the end, like, if all you think about is positive, you're going to have fewer times that you do fail. So you're gonna be less stupid in the end anyway. So guys, think positive thoughts, think positive outcomes, and that's the way that you want to live your life. Trust me. All right, moving on to our trivia question of the day. It's an easy one, but I don't know if we have anyone online, so I'll ask it again next week. We'll see. These days are harder. All right, Leandro Barbosa is 6'3", but what's his wingspan? That's a question. Now, notoriously, we have measured people's wingspans for some funny results. Like my ex-stepdaughter, Samantha Johnston, she was on 5'10" at the time, but her wingspan was 5'7". Your wingspan is supposed to be your height. My wingspan is about 6'10". My height is 6'7", so I was very lucky to have long arms. Connor, I believe his wingspan was shorter than his height. He's about like a 6-foot wingspan. He's 6'4", 6'3". And having a wingspan is better than having height. Because if you have a high wingspan, like let's say Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, Wembley Nama, their wingspans are actually way higher than their height. So let's take it to the extreme. Imagine if you were only 6 feet tall. Well, could you play center? Could you block a center shot? Maybe if you could jump really high, though, right? But what if your wingspan was 10 feet? You block everyone's shot because your wingspan. And who cares about how tall you are? It's not like your head is blocking people's shots. So height doesn't really matter as much as wingspan. So we should know people's wingspans more than we should know their height. Such is life. They're the same, but that's the trivia question. If you don't know today, we'll ask it next week. Good luck. You have until the end of the show to answer it. All right, stop that music so I can move on. What do we have here? We have a Did You Know question coming up here. And this Did You Know is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? I think it's this one right here. Did you know that Draymond Green has now officially passed Larry Bird for all-time made three-point shots? Really? All right, look, this is like... This spells out the entire era of what we're going through. And you can say Steph Curry spells it out, and you're like, oh no, Steph is the king example of the three-point era. He was the guy that started it. He's probably going to be the guy to finish it. People didn't start shooting threes until they saw him doing it, really. You can say all that stuff. He's killing. He's the greatest of all time. But nah, man, he could have lived and ended his career, and it wouldn't have been as big as this. This makes us understand what we're going through right now. People are chucking up threes. I don't know if his percentage is the same. What is his percentage? I mean, let me check. What is his percentage? There is no way. There is no way that Draymond Green's percentage is as high as Larry Bird's. Okay, let me see. Draymond Green, 3-point percentage. All right, let me see this thing. 32% threes in his career. And if we type in Larry Bird, I'm guessing 35, 36. He wasn't like that high. But let me see. So 32 for Draymond, and Larry Bird is 37.6. So yeah, his is like way higher. But since they're shooting so many threes, these players are able to catch like legends, and especially with Larry Bird, he made threes, but he didn't really shoot them that often. All right, and because it wasn't part of the game. Part of the game was like going inside, and we're shooting so many threes, and we're forcing people who would not normally shoot threes. Like Brook Lopez never shot outside shots, and then the three-point revolution started. He's like, "Oh, I got to keep my job." So now he's like a great three-point shooter because he practiced at him. All right, and it's changing up the game in so many ways. But this right here is overboard because not only is Draymond Green not Larry Bird, Draymond Green, he's not a three-point shooter at all. Like, he'll pass up threes. This is like as low as you can, almost as low as you can get besides like Ben Simmons. And he is passing up Larry Bird, like Larry Legend, the guy who could probably step out of his shoes right now and hit some threes. Like right now at the age of 60-something and hit some threes, like right this second. Like wherever he's standing right now, he could probably hit a three from there. All right, that guy. And the amount of threes that we're taking is at such a huge cliff that I don't know where it's going to go from here. Is it going to go back down? Is it going to get even like crazier shooting threes? Because it is an extra point. And when they started dunking, people were like, oh, I don't know if the boys should be doing all that mess. Then we got used to dunking. Is this just another evolution in the game? And should we even try to correct it? I don't think that's bad or good or whatever, but you definitely don't get fouled as often. It's not as physical of a game. Maybe your career can last longer because we're shooting so many threes. But do you have a better chance to win? I would say so because the Boston Celtics, they refused to get into the three-point shooting game for a while until they started looking at the analytics of it all, and they were like, "Dude, we're just playing bad. Like we score every time. This team doesn't score, and then we look it up at the scoreboard and we're down 12. It's because they're shooting more threes than we are. They're like 3 is worth more than 2, and that's when they changed all their philosophy. But yeah, I think you have to keep chucking them. I don't see a way where this isn't gonna be better. So maybe they need to move the 3-point line further back, but they're shooting from darn near half court. So I don't know the answer. The answer is it's a weird thing. Do we maybe disallow zones so that people can drive in more to shoot some more twos? Do we even need to do that? Is it excited to see threes versus dunks? We don't know. I mean, I think everyone just has a different answer. But anyways, the result is just kind of hilarious because Draymond Green is now more prolific than Larry Bird. It's just a different era, I suppose. Different era. All right, next thing. We got, what is this one? This one is, the highlight. The highlight of the week.
That is his welcome to the league moment. One more bucket or one more stop. Trace Jackson Davis. Oh!
All right. Now we've seen a couple of people kind of dunk over Wembanyama. One of them was like behind him in the preseason. One of them was by John Morant, but it was just quicker than him, right? There is no guarantee. No, there is no denying that this wasn't absolutely directly on him. Now, it wasn't chest to chest. It did it knock him over? It might have knocked him over, but I don't think so. All right. But, I mean, it wasn't like ridiculous, but it was most definitely over Wembanyama, and that's pretty cool. All right, but I got something for you. Dunks happen all the time.
Welcome to the league moment.
So dunks happen all the time.
He went for the steal, and that's what set him up. And Trace Jackson Davis just finished him.
Okay, so dunks happen all the time. My point in showing this is that how cool would it be for people to be gunning for you? Because who would you rather be? This Trace Jackson Davis guy or Victor Wembanyama? I'm pretty sure that you'll say Victor Wembanyama. Everyone's gunning for you, and in the NBA especially, someone's going to get you eventually. You can't block every shot. He's blocked an historically high amount of shots. I think that's amazing, and I don't think that Victor should hang his head about this, but I like it if he does. But, dude, it's going to happen eventually. But I love the fact that people are gunning for you. So when people gun for you in real life, you should just be, like, thankful. Like, everyone's trying to beat you. Don't be like, oh my God, why does everyone hate me? Why does everyone hate me? Like, people in high school used to hate me. Like, not a lot of people, but a few. And my mom told me that they're just jealous of you, man. So when people are gunning for your spot all the time, especially in like on basketball teams, like where it's like the guy on the bench wants to like get your spot and he's like, he hates you for it. It's a sign of respect. It shows that you have something that they want. So Victor got dunked on, but It's more than okay. Let's watch it one more time. And again, let's look at it from the offensive point of view because it's a nice dunk. Good job. I don't even know if he's left-handed. He must be left-handed. He must be left-handed.
Take that 8-foot wingspan with you.
And everyone's so excited about it, right? That's why it's like Wembanyama is going to be a legend. He's going to be a legend. A legend.
They felt that in Lyon.
All right. Next thing, we got a conspiracy theory, okay? All right, this conspiracy theory, look, guys. All right. I have a good memory, I suppose. I don't know. It's not like the best memory, but I feel like everyone else forgets everything, and it's weird, okay? Look, it must have been maybe a month ago when they were celebrating, maybe 2 months ago, when they were celebrating all these guys scoring all these points, and they were like, oh my God, the NBA has too many points. Oh my God, they're scoring. And at the beginning of the year was the Pacers. They were scoring 127 points a game or something crazy like that. And then we had like Luka and Embiid scoring like 60, 70 points in the same weekend, okay? This is not a year later, not 2 years, not 5 years, not 10 years. This is like 1 month later. Now people are talking like this. The Knicks achieve a defensive feat unmatched in past decades as the NBA scoring drought persists. Now we're talking a scoring drought in the NBA. A scoring drought. The Knicks just became the first team since 2012 to hold 3 consecutive opponents below 80 points. They did lose one of those games. So what I believe that this is, it could be one of two things. One, it could be are people scoring less points randomly because they're shooting so many threes and some days you're just off? If the entire team happens to be off, all right. Could it be? But I think that it's this that it really is this other thing. I don't think everyone can be that off for this long a time. I think when they were scoring all those points, people were arguing, and I heard people arguing. They were like, "The NBA got too many points. The NBA got." So what did they do? They met with all the refs, and they were like, "All right, change it. Call a few more, or call less fouls." Do this, do that. We got to get the points down. And they did it. And this shows me, conspiracy style wise, that the NBA and the refs have utter control over everything. It's crazy. And the more that we argue about one thing, they'll be like, okay, bring it this way. Whatever gets us more revenue, whatever. You guys bored of this? We will add more of that. And it's just a thing that you have to go with the trend of it. So now that it's trending like slower points, will that change up the three-point game? Well, now maybe you're thinking we got to get some more fouls. We got to pass the ball inside. Will this be the catalyst for change in the NBA? And maybe all those people who are arguing right now, maybe they will start to enjoy the NBA again. All the people that like the threes, they're going to start to hate the NBA. It's going to be so strange. But yeah, that's my conspiracy theory. What do you guys think about that? Is the NBA manipulating this, or is it just some random cold streak by 29 teams? I don't know. I really, there's only two options, guys. All right. Anyways, last thing we got is this. All right. This is our candy experiment. All right. And this is when we passed out some candy, or we put down some candy, and then we have the kids like race for it. All right. And I just want to stop the music real quick. I just want to bring up anything can be candy. All right. When these guys were running for that basketball down there to win a whole bunch of candy, they got tempted to pick up the small pieces of candy because they thought that they couldn't get there before the other competition. But what you realize is the other competition needs its candy as well. And if you just ditch them and ditch your pieces of candy, you can get the whole lot because they're not going to be running as fast as you. All right. So, but what are these pieces of candy? Obviously, it's like, do I need playing time? But also, it's like, oh, I need words of encouragement. Also, it's like, oh, I need some wins. But what else is it? Do you need attention from like your coaches or from your parents or from girls? Do you need to go to parties and stuff like that? What are your pieces of candy that you're slowing down your basketball career for? Think outside of just candy, but think of what is your candy? What is making you slow down? Maybe it's doubt. Maybe you just need some time to be sad sometimes. Skip that too. Look past all the different candies in your life and you just want to sprint. Now let's see who wins this race. Let's see who wins this race real quick. Let me see. Here we go. Here's the race. Let's see who gets it. On your mark, get set, go! Boom, boom. They're all picking the candy. Oh my goodness gracious. But then Jared gets it anyways. Why would you pick up the candy when if you got the ball, you got more candy? That's the race you guys are running. Try not to bend down and pick up any kind of candy, please, guys. Quote of the day is, there's no substitute for guts. So have the guts to do that kind of stuff, all right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not in person, I'll see you at least on this show. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Reese's Pieces, everybody.